thought I'd give you an update on the R32. I think the last time you guys have seen it would have been my first video, the Barra conversion video. Shell's an 88, so you can legally register this with an RB30. R32s in Queensland aren't heavy enough to legally register a turbo Barra in them, so kind of decided to pull the Barra out of this, and I'm going to reshell it into a 33 that I've bought, which I'll show you guys later. And put a 30 with a 25 head, bang some twin turbos on it. So these are just R32 twin turbos at the moment. These are actually both dead, so I picked them up off Marketplace for $50 with the manifold. What I'm hoping to do is when I come around to making the manifold, spinning the turbos out a bit so I can get a straight run for both air feed pipes. As you can see, the back turbo air feed pipe's a bit restricted. That's right up against the dump pipe. So if I can turn the turbos and set them out a bit further, be a bit more ideal. I've got plenty of space here. I can always move the power steering canister. 26 manifolds don't bolt onto 25 heads anyway, so I've got to make a pair of manifolds. So I'll do that in due course. On another mode, I've got a 32 RB25 non-VCT head, and once upon a time I used to be the king of RB20, so I've got a lot of aftermarket cams, springs, you name it. I probably got it for an RB20. This manifold I've had for a very long time. Bought it on Skylines Australia forum, long time ago, for a guy in New Zealand. So it's been on a few of my cars. It's got trumpets in it, it's always made good power. You lose a little bit down low in a 20 with them, but with a 3 litre bottom end it should be fine. The only thing I've really done to it is I've cut the back of it off just to clear the clutch master. And yeah, running a bit of a under rad cooler setup. I used to have a bigger cooler, and I used to have it seated in the engine bay. Laser cut this plate to do it, so I used to have this plate in here. And then yeah, the radiator used to sit back in these two holes, and the cooler used to sit here, and looked pretty cool. Star dimple dials and whatnot. But then I was a bit concerned about the cooling because it puts the radiator pretty much up against the crank pulley. So going back to an under rad setup, and then hopefully should be able to put a clutch fan back in. When I do the manifolds, I'll end up making a new pipe. With a 3 litre it's way too high, I can't shut the bonnet. As you can see, I don't have the bonnet on it. But yeah, when I make the pipes, hopefully I'll run them down to about here somewhere and just have one silicone joiner and have some cast elbows that I'll weld on. Probably extend them so they're a bit away from the radiator, so the join's about here somewhere on both sides. Don't know if you can see it down here, but got a extended sump for one of my RB20s. That one's also worked well in the past. I've obviously seen my other video for laser scanning. I'm obviously trying to make a newer one, a more curved one. And you can probably see that I started prototyping bash plates for R32s. This one fits kind of really good, but there's a few more details I've got to work out in it. Don't know how well you can see it, but I did it down 3mm, so it's actually really heavy. But surprisingly, you can come in the center here and just put the jack on it and jack it up, and it doesn't actually deflect. RB30's got a lot of weight already, so putting a big heavy bash plate's probably not the most ideal thing. But just got to devise a setup for the back. Then I'll finish prototyping it because you won't be able to get to the nuts. So I'll have to laser cut a plate and put some captive nuts on it so you can just bolt it in from the back. And then yeah, just using button head cap screws so they're nothing to catch. My old dimple dyed caster brackets made their way in here as well. It's currently got a 25mm rack forward as well. But with the bash plate, I kind of wrapped it around the front so it's folded up over the rad support. Being the prototype, the hole's a bit out, which is not really surprising so I've just got to, when I cut the next one, move the hole over, and then yeah, make a bottom bracket for the cooler so it doesn't bounce onto the radiator. Haven't really had much time for it, so this shit box is still sitting here. So as you can tell from the amount of dust on it, nothing much has happened with it. Pilfered some parts out of it to oversold some hydro mounts and whatnot, so I'll have to put all that back in. Been inside in this workshop for probably almost a year now, at least 3/4 of a year. Out of the rain, so all the rust bubbles in the roof aren't getting any better, but practically just used it for a U-Butte storage bench and haven't really done too much with it. All that's going to change soon though. I'm finally getting on top of work, so can actually mess around with this thing some more, as well as this thing. So yeah, hopefully I'll sort these bash plates out, sort these sumps out, and try to keep you up to date with everything that goes on with it. Yeah, it's not been too bad. Got bored one day and laser cut these RB Factory coil covers. That one's got much smaller text, doesn't look as cool, I don't think. One other doobie thing that I did make, that it's come off the car now, made these oil cooler brackets. So I dimpled died, and then obviously tried to make them adjustable so you can run different size intercoolers. This is the truss size one. Basically it's sat in under this bonnet support and bolted in those two holes. But yeah, with the intercooler there, it's running out of space, so it's pretty tight. I'll have to redesign it a bit so it fits in nice and snug, or I might just turn it sideways and mount it in here, and then just run the braided hoses through the gap. One other interesting thing this car's got, headlight lenses. So I don't know if you can see, but the high beams kind of distorted them in the middle, so both are the same. I actually cracked this one, I don't know if you can see it, cracked this one, put the barra in. I do have the intention of getting this pretty much all the fab finished up on it this year, making a few more videos. Obviously I've got to make a few fitting videos because I've got a lot of 32 parts now, and then I'll drag the 33 in as well and go step by step barra conversion on that one for you. Seem to get a lot of questions about it, so I'll just make videos about it, and hopefully it spells it out for everybody and gives everybody a guide on how to do it. But if you're interested in the 32 and everything that's going on with it, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll keep you up to date with everything that goes on. Cheers, thanks for watching.